Hey, welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a great show for you guys today. Before we get started, Ron's very cheerful. Let's say hi to our cool, outrageous man about town, Mr. Ron Russell.
And how are you today, my friend?
Hey, go. What's up?
What's up, baby?
We got a good show. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today, and we don't have too many people in the chat room yet. They're just starting to come in now, but we want to say hi to Angela Joseph is in the chat room from Rocket Pig.
Angie, baby.
Cindy Lady Lake is in the chat room. We love her. And Backpack John has jumped in. Oh, they like our shirts, our colorful shirts.
Angie, baby. Hurry down my chimney.
They say they like how our shirts coordinate. We didn't even
They don't really coordinate. They clash because he's in flowers and I'm in some kind of a plaid. I don't know if it's a plaid or it's a, what do you call it?
It's like a plaid.
Well, what do they
Mine's
call
a vintage Jimmy Star shirt, you guys, from back when I was doing clothing design.
And mine's a Ralph Lauren shirt.
His is Ralph Lauren.
Screw you, baby.
Anyway, you guys, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We have Ken Knox from Chairmen of the Board coming on, which is like a phenomenal band.
Give me just a little more time. Our love is sure to grow. You know, that Jimmy and I wedding song. We'll talk about it later.
Absolutely. And then we have George Pajon Jr. coming on, which I think that's how you pronounce it.
Pajon.
He is a superstar musician, and he has worked with everybody, the Black Eyed Peas, Fergie.
When you get him on, Joker?
Carlos Santana, all kinds of Sting, Ricky Martin, all kinds of cool people. So it'll be a lot of fun.
When he's on, you will do it.
They like your singing, Ron.
Oh, that's great. I have 10 albums out.
Yes.
I don't use my real name. I have another name I sing under. It's Johnny Mathis.
Yeah.
So when you buy a Johnny Mathis album, it's really me singing.
I love it. I think that's fabulous. So we hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. Thanksgiving. There you go.
'Cause I wear a silly grin the moment you pull down your pants.
Silly grin.
Well, my voice is gone. You know, I'm in the season of the seeds. Palm Springs has summer seeds and winter seeds for our grass. Our grass does not grow the same all year because the great heat kills it. But in the wintertime, the cold kills whatever. So they seed. Now, when they seed, all that crap in the seeds flies in the air, and it goes in my nose and in my throat and in my eyes and everywhere else. And I suffer, like many people do, from seed allergy here in Palm Springs. So there. So now I'm going to move back to Long Island, New York. This way I won't have seeds problems. I'll just have hay fever and all kinds of goldenrod and all sort of things that
What's
grow.
goldenrod?
Goldenrod grows on Long Island. When it blooms, you want to die.
I don't even know. I never even heard of it.
Oh, goldenrod? Woo! That one makes you cry and you squint and your snots pour out of your nose into your mouth. You're disgusting. Anyway.
Robert Dumas just joined us in the chat room. Hello, Robert. Thanks for tuning in. And
who are you, Robert Dumas? I don't know who he is.
He's part of
He's a new one.
Sumner Twins, Rocket Pig Entertainment. He's been coming a lot lately.
Oh, yeah, I know who you are. Welcome.
You do know how he is.
Rocket Pig. That's Angie Baby's thing.
And Boomer Mays just joined up. You guys, in case you guys don't know, Boomer's like a football player, you guys.
We haven't met you yet, Robert.
No, we haven't met him, I don't think.
We have to meet you, Robert, because anybody that's hooked up with Angie Baby's cool in my book.
And actually, Lady Lake says we had goldenrod in Pennsylvania, too.
Yeah, goldenrod's all over the East Coast. It's devastating. I mean, it's gorgeous looking, but man, even the dogs get hay fever or whatever fever from goldenrod. So here I am today, sniffy and swollen and whatever. Excuse me, I was playing with Shazam, the 135-pound killer dog, and we were just playing. He got his paw and he hit me in the face, and that's why this big bruise is here. I try to cover it with makeup. Now it looks like crap. But anyway, I have, well, it's better than the black and blue that's there. His one toenail hit me in the chin and devastated my gorgeous kisser. Right. Really.
But you always still look gorgeous.
Oh, sure. Stunningly gorgeous 80-year-old relic. I should be in the Mummy Museum in Egypt. Anyway, I'm excited about the people we have on today. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Also, if anybody's like, we were like going through new TV shows, you guys. I'm watching that one. Now I forgot the name of it. But if you go on Netflix and you watch the Queens Gambit, it's about chess and about this little girl who's got like a drug problem when plays chess. But it's an excellent show. So you guys, I highly recommend it. And
then what? Santa Claus is not coming to town this year because he said the virus is really bad, so he's going to stay in the North Pole because there's no virus in the North Pole. So he and his wife are shacking up in the North Pole with the elves, and they're wearing masks and doing 6 feet apart, just in case one person brings the virus up. So all of you kids out there, Santa's not coming, no presents under the tree. Too bad.
we set up our tree on Thanksgiving. No, the day after Thanksgiving.
I wonder if the kids are hearing me. That's
I don't
not
think
true.
kids listen
That's
to
not
us.
true. Santa's coming to town. Nothing can hurt Santa because he's a spirit, and spirits don't get affected by the virus. So don't worry, kiddies. Santa's coming. He's going to bring you all kinds of toys under the trees, like machine guns and hand grenades, all the things you're going to need one day soon.
Actually, Rebel likes the Queens Gambit too.
Okay, Rebel.
It's freaking good. And what else is going on? Usually like tell things. Normally, you know, guys, we come on and tell you all the great things we did, and we did do some stuff because we saw Sadie Katz over the weekend, and Miles Reef. They came over for dinner on Saturday night, and we saw him Friday night at somebody else's house.
And the reason why they came was because Sadie came back from Pittsburgh, where she was quarantined, filming, and she passed the test. She didn't
No,
have Alabama, and she didn't have COVID. And Miles was in Pennsylvania, and he was in whatever, and he didn't have it. So the both of them were tested, and they were fine. And that's why they were over here. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I don't like entertaining. I'm a little nervous, you know, because LA is so full of the virus, and we don't need anybody to bring it here unless they've been tested, and it's been in a series of days where they're still safe.
Absolutely.
Because they were in quarantine, so I know they're safe.
Yep. So we had fun. We had kind of
also my daughter Deirdre was here, and she flew back from New York, and she was in quarantine. Excuse me. And my other daughter Leslie is so protected. You know, she wears gloves, masks, a shield, everything at the antique store because she has to talk to people and show them and tell them what the antiques are, how old they are, and how valuable they are. So she has, but everybody wears masks and gloves, so it's okay. We're doing good. And Palm Springs doesn't have that much. We have, Jimmy, you're moving around. You know, we have to get new equipment. You're very cheap. No, I really mean it. I have to really talk to you off the air as I pound you,
he's telling me
as I pound you in the head with a hammer. I know that, but you're cutting. Your mic stinks. It cuts on and off every week. We go to. No, it's not. Well, whatever it is, mine doesn't do it.
I know because we only have one outlet in the board that didn't get wet.
He just cut off. It just cut off.
But we only have one board microphone that works in the board, and I give you.
Well, now my mic went off. Did you give me the bad mic?
No, you have the good mic.
I bet you gave me the bad mic, you sneaky.
No, I didn't.
He gave me the mic that cuts off.
No, I didn't. I'm the one who's cutting off.
You're a liar. You're a thief. You're a
no. Look,
snake.
you can see.
Liar. Cheat,
anyway,
snake.
We got to get a new board, but I got to find like a little one.
No, we don't need a good board. We need new equipment. I don't want to hold a mic like some idiot from. There we go. It's your mic.
It is not
my mic. This is your mic. Wait, who's my? This is your mic that cuts off.
My mic cuts off.
Well, leave it. Leave it. You know what I think it is? I think it's loose. Give me.
It's not loose.
No, loose is the mic in here. This is loose, you dumb Bella. That's why. You were shaking all over. Your mic head was loose.
Oh, I didn't even know that moved.
Oh, well, you don't know much about heads, do you?
You said you were going to keep it
clean. Mic head.
Okay, so maybe I'm not going to go in and out now.
He's
that would
not
be nice.
going to go in and out, the dumb Bella. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were so rudely interrupted by your cutting off mic.
Oh, I'm glad that it came back. That was good.
Yeah, see, I'm smart. I know everything.
Good.
Stick with me, kid. You'll get ahead.
Okay, good.
Now it just went off again. So
no, it didn't.
I heard it go off.
No, I'm good. Anyway.
Is it my mic?
Anyway, no, your mic. So we'll see if yours is loose too, because I didn't even know you could move them.
No, mine's not loose.
All right, so everybody, our first guest is going to be coming on. He's here. We're going to wait like 1 or 2 minutes. I want to do a quick little commercial thing.
No, but what was I saying when I was rudely interrupted by your mic?
Oh, there's Eileen too. Just joined us.
Eileen, honey bunch, sweetheart, baby, dreamboat, doll face. He's torturing me. Look, my mic is. You're doing it again with the mic. Stop moving your. I'm going to leave the show now. You want to see me walk off the set? Leave it between your legs.
No, it's
Don't
fine.
move it.
I have to move it.
Everybody out there, I'm having a breakdown.
You're moving yours.
Watch. I want the world to see
Nobody else can hear anything.
I want the world to see me beating Jimmy Star.
Yes.
I'm going to start pounding him in the head with my mic in a minute.
Say hi to Eileen.
Eileen, darling, sweetheart, my dream boat, love a girl. I'm coming to Long Island soon as they lift the virus. I'm coming to you, my sweet
Hopefully that's going to be soon.
cushiony, pillowy girl with the cushions. I'm going to rest my head on the cushions.
So we want to thank everybody for tuning into the show every week, you guys. You can listen
See, he
to
cuts
us.
off again. I'm not doing this.
I'm not cutting off at all.
You are cutting off. You don't hear with that big
Ask Rebel. Rebel, am I cutting off? I'm not cutting off anymore.
Rebel. He's cutting off.
I am not.
I heard it. I heard you going in and out.
No, I'm not.
You
Not
cheat.
at this moment.
See, I'm not.
I hear
That's
it
you.
here.
That's just you hearing. All right, everybody. So listen up. You can listen to the show weekdays. We're on from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time or 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern
not
time
on-
on
my
our home
mic is-
station, W4CY Radio. We're also on K4HD Radio in LA, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audio Boom, Podomatic, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Apple TV, Podbean, Spotify, Pandora, and Amazon Podcasts. You're not off. Talk.
My mic is going on and off.
It is not. I can hear it perfectly.
My hearing. I hear my
Maybe your hearing is off.
my ear plugs go on and off.
I don't know about that one. They're
I'm
plugged
not.
in.
I'm not doing the show today. I'm
They're
leaving.
plugged in. Come, no, the guest is
I
here,
will
so we're
not
getting ready to
work
go.
with an unprofessional person.
You have it's totally fine.
This
Get
is a
over it.
cheesy, cheap show. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm leaving everybody. Announcement. If he doesn't get new equipment next week, I'm gone.
Actually, everybody in there says you can hear it, and they can go ahead and go to New York. So we're gonna bring in our first guest. You ready?
See how my mic just went off?
It's not going off.
You can now. You can hear it, and it goes.
It does not.
You're in the room with me, retardo.
Ask. They're telling you in the chat room everything you can hear.
I
it.
can hear it in my earplugs.
It's
go
something wrong
off.
with your earplug. Maybe your earplug's not plugged in.
Maybe I should plug it up. You know
No,
where?
come on, we got to go because we got a guest coming on, so we got to go. And he's
I
not
hate
used to.
you.
He doesn't know anything about our show, and so he's going to think that we're weird.
Well, you are the weird one,
No.
not me. You're the one.
Yeah, you're plugged in, and you're plugged in up there. So there, it's your headphones or your hearing, but your mic is not going in and out. So we're going to bring in.
Cheapo.
We're going to bring in our first guest, and let's.
El
Please don't
Cheapo.
do that. Let's go to the first guest.
Squeak, squeak.
All right, go ahead, Rebel. Let's bring him in. And Lady Lake says you can hear us fine. Hey, how you doing? We fight like an old married couple, Ken. How you doing?
Can you believe this?
I love it. I love it,
You
though.
know,
I love it.
I don't know how we're the number one show in the world of this kind of crap that we do. People are insane. Everybody that comes in here is crazy. But meanwhile, I love you. I love you a lot. I'll tell you later why.
Uh-oh.
You're very important to me, my friend.
All right, so hold on.
Well,
We're
you
gonna now
played
that
it-
we know that we can hear you, we're gonna introduce you,
Wait,
guys.
you played a very important part in my life, and you don't even know it.
But you're
Oh,
gonna
wow.
find out. You'll find out
You're
in a
gonna
minute.
find out.
All right, everybody, we're super excited. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Ken Knox, fabulous singer-songwriter from Chairman of the Board, and you are wonderful. We're so excited to have you. So welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This
Here's
this
the
is
story.
great.
Here's the story.
Wait, let me introduce you to him first. So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hi,
Hey,
baby.
Ron.
Listen.
Hang on, and we have a chat room with all kinds of countries represented. So please say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everybody.
There you go. Now Ron's going to tell you a story.
If it
Ron.
weren't for you, I would not be married to Jimmy Star 9 years. Okay.
Uh-oh. Tell me about it.
When Jimmy and I met, we were dating, and Jimmy was
Mhm.
pushy. He wanted to right away get involved, go do all that nasty stuff and kiss and commitment and all that shit. And I said,
Yeah.
no. I said, Jimmy, come over the house. I want you to hear something. And I
Mhm.
played, give me just a little more time. Our love is surely grow. and
There you
that's our song. Because
You
he got the message and he gave me time and our love did grow. And I love that
Oh, wow.
song. I love that song. Everybody does. And I thank you and love you for giving it to us.
Well, listen, that song works for everybody. I mean, we still get that today. A lot of people say, hey, I met my significant other by seeing you guys perform, and it's a classic. Are you familiar with David Sanborn, the saxophonist?
Absolutely.
All right.
But the song
Yeah,
tells
so-
the song tells it all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead. Tell us your story. Tell us your story.
Well, I also play saxophone. So David Sanborn was an idol of mine. And so when I met him a few years ago, someone introduced me as one of the members of Chairman of the Board. And he started singing, Give Me Just a Little More Time, like you were doing,
Oh, yeah.
Ron. And I said, you know about that song? He said, absolutely. He said, that song is Americana.
Yeah, it is.
And I said, okay, very nice, very nice. However, General Johnson, rest in peace,
Yep.
sang the song. He left us 10 years ago, you know, and it was something about his voice that the minute you heard the first few words, it grabbed you, you know. And
He fluctuates. His voice isn't, he doesn't hold a note. He sort of goes up and down with that. You know, has that little sound.
there you go.
And nobody
It's
right.
wonderful.
And nobody can do that.
He modulates with his voice, and he makes.
That's right. It's a slight yodeling, like it's like a yodel.
That's what makes it so fabulous.
Right. So you know that song has meant the world to us, and it continues today with Chairman of the Board.
That song belongs to everybody. There's not a person on this planet who can't understand the lyric and get something from it. And as I said, I didn't know how to tell Jimmy, you know, back off. You're boring me. You're jumping me. Don't push me. I'm not in the mood. I don't even like you. You know, I didn't want to say all those things. So I let your song do it. And then after Jimmy heard it, he said, okay. And then when we got married and had our celebration, Angie B. Angie, you know Angie B?
No, BNGB.
BNGB?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, fabulous, gorgeous girl.
So, just so you know, BNGB was, she had I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. It was like a big hit like in the 80s, but she was part of the whole MC Hammer posse of people.
Right.
Okay. Back in the day of MC Hammer, which is still a little bit after. So like,
we were at her house in Atlanta, and she surprised Jimmy and I with the song she wrote, and it's called Love. And she sang it that evening in her home for us. And then I said, well, the other song is Chairman of the Boards. Give me a little more time.
So those are our two wedding songs.
So those are our two wedding songs.
Nice.
And they're very important to us. Besides, well, I like your song, even if I wasn't married to him.
Well, we feel very, very honored the two of you love that song, and along with everybody else. And you mentioned other countries. You know, we go to the UK and to Germany and different places, and it's the same feeling. That song is just has that same feeling no matter where you are, what part of the country you live in, what part of the world you live in. They might not remember the group's name, but once you hear that song, Give Me Just a Little More Time, so, oh, I know that song.
Yeah, but you know,
I love the name.
There's good music, there's bad music, there's forgotten music, and there's forever remembering music. And songs like our very dear friend CeCe Pennington's Finally, that song lives on, and we love her to death. And BNGB and her songs, and Wendy Moten's wonderful stuff. I mean, we've got a list of friends that sing some of the most beautiful songs in the world, and now we've added you to our list of friends who that song.
I feel honored.
What else have you got going? What do you got today that I could listen to?
Well, you're not going to believe this. So we don't normally do remakes. We just did a remake of Ray Parker Jr.'s and radio songs, Jack and Jill.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Ray heard it. He loved it. He sent me a smiley face. It says, it gets my vote. It says, I can't believe Chairman of the Board is doing one of my songs.
How do we hear it?
I'll email it to you.
Okay. There you go. I love
that.
We're
not allowed to play music anymore, which is really hard.
Yeah, for your personal use.
No, they caught us. They caught us, and they were throwing us off the air.
Yeah, we had actually. Do you know who John B is? Anyway, he was a popular R&B singer. Yeah, the singer.
Oh yeah.
We had him on, and we were debuting a brand new single. And because this streams through YouTube and Twitch and all these different platforms, and you don't have the rights, they actually shut our live stream down in the middle of the interview. We got shut down, and I was like, "Oh my God!" You know, millions of people are watching, and we got shut down, so we can't do it anymore.
So we're upset about that because we have fabulous people on.
We have a show. I'm glad you said it because it happens to us. We have a show called That's My Story that comes on Thursday nights. And whenever we play some music, we get shut down and people gravitate over to YouTube. But I mean, so like we have one of the hosts is Shelley Clark from Honeycomb. Remember her?
Yes.
Honeycomb, won't you be my
Yes.
baby honeycomb?
Yeah.
I'm 80
No.
years. I'm 80 years old, so I go as far.
Nah.
Yeah, I go as far back as the Ink Spots. You want to talk about the Ink? If I didn't care for you, I mean, I go way back. My music goes back to Betty Grable and Betty Hutton,
Wow.
and
That's
and
awesome.
and of course, my love is Johnny Mathis, my friend and sweetheart. I love
Uh-oh.
my favorite singer in
Yes.
the world. Sorry,
Yes.
he's my favorite.
Yes.
Sorry about that, but nobody beats.
I like
Johnny
him
Mathis.
too.
And he's a sweetie in person. He's a lovely man. You ever met him?
No, I hadn't. You know,
Oh,
a big
he's
fan, of Johnny's and everybody from that era, and he's still pertinent today. You know, and
Absolutely.
Johnny is a gentleman. He is kind and shy and sweet and soft, and
oh wow,
and when he smiles, he has a sheepish little boy smile. He's adorable. I love him.
So I
Yeah.
went on because I was like researching. I think give me just a little more time. Like I have this playlist that I listen to in my car, and it's got like 100 songs on it, and they're like my 100 favorite songs of all time. And your song is obviously in there in my favorite 100 songs of all time.
okay.
And so you just to let everybody guys know too, you guys, that song was released actually in 1969 is what I got off Wikipedia. So if it's wrong, it's not my fault.
Was it that far
It
back?
was released originally in 1969 and went to number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. They had a bunch of other hits, but then I was just Googling Chairman of the Board so I could see some other songs. And so I saw that you wrote a song called You, and you guys released it in 2012. It was beautiful. I watched it on YouTube, and then I saw another song. So you guys want to Google, you want to listen to all these songs. There was another song that they did called Words Left Unsaid. It was beautiful. And I was like, and you were like singing, and you were so good in that song, dude. Like I was like, oh my God, what a great voice. It was so fabulous.
For those of you out there who are not great, for those of you out there who are not familiar with this man and his group, they had a sound that was very original. And when you hear it, you'll understand why. They're one of my favorite groups. I put them up there with Crystal Blue Persuasion. And
Tommy James.
Tommy was on a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we had him on 2 weeks ago.
Tommy was on 2 weeks ago.
Tommy James, yeah.
And
I used to love that song.
I told him, your lyrics are so today. A new world is dawning. People are changing. I mean, the lyric was so 30, 40 years ahead of its time, just like your lyric is going to live forever. Because there's a lot of people out there that say to their partner, give me a little more time, honey. Don't rush me. I'll love you one day.
So tell us a little bit about You and Words Left Unsaid, because I thought they were two beautiful songs.
Well, I appreciate that you love those, like those songs. What happened was, see, General Johnson, when he passed, he was our principal songwriter.
Yes.
Him and I, we worked together in the studio, in the recording studio, producing and arranging and stuff like that. So when he died in 2010, it's like, I've got to come up with some music. And I'm saying, we sat next to each other for years in the studio, but it was intimidating because this man had Grammys for writing patches and stuff like that. And so it was intimidating to me. But when it came time for me to step up, I stepped up and wrote my first song. It was You. And I felt like General was sitting next to me, because I remember when I was writing the song, I felt like he was sitting next to me in my ear saying, do this right here, say that right here. And the song came out, and I went to the recording studio next day, and the engineer says, you know what? It's like General is still with us with this song. And I give that, and so I give everything to General, because when he passed, one thing he told me was, I want you to keep our legacy going. And that's what I've done with the new guys, Thomas Hunter and Brandon Stevens. So long story.
I put you up there with Marvin Gaye and Tammy Sherrill, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which was probably the greatest version of it. No one has ever come near it as Marvin Gaye and Tammy Sherrill. And I put you guys in there with them, and in there with my one and only Mary Wells, who I love and adore. Mary Wells made Motown. If it wasn't for Mary Wells, Motown may have not taken off. Love You Better Wake Up, before you break up. I mean, those songs had lyrics. They had meaning. They had music. They were beautiful. Your songs have meaning and lyric. Today, they write, I don't know what the fuck. Oops. I'm not supposed to curse. I don't know what I don't know what the hell the lyrics are today. Hey, woman, get over here. I'm gonna beat you. You know, I mean, what kind of stuff is that?
There you go. There you
What,
go.
what happened to your beautiful music? I want to hear you tell me what you're going to do to make love come back.
There you go. There you go. But you know what? A lot of the artists are going through that. You know, the artists from the 60s, 70s. You know, it's like we're being passed over for the other type of music. But
horrible crap.
Yeah. But a lot of the kids are starting to open up. A lot of the kids are starting to open up to music from us, from Marvin Gaye, and because it's on commercials. First of all, you hear on commercials every day. You know, "Give Me Just One More Time" was a Swiffer commercial. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Wait, what commercial?
What commercial?
Swiffer. Remember the Swiffer broom?
Yeah.
I would kill. Did you give them permission?
Of course.
I would.
Yeah. Everything is by the books. But yeah,
your song is too important to be a mop. Get out of here.
Hey, if you're getting paid, more power to you.
I mean, I hope you made.
Mop on.
I hope you made a ton of money. Now, speaking of ton of money, back in the old days, we've had so many rock stars come on, R&B stars. We've had the best. And I asked them all the same question: did you get screwed by your label or by the people that handled you? Because we have friends that made like CeCe Penningston. She's still suing. She made millions of dollars with Finally, and she wound up with like $300. Give me a break.
No, not 300.
Well, you know, I'm being sarcastic.
Now we have like friends like the girls from Expose. They had 8 top 10 hits, and they got paid $200 a night to play a show. You know, and they filled arenas of 30,000 people, and they didn't make any money.
It's a horror story. It happens.
Yes.
Everybody goes through
did it. Happen
Even
to
Billy.
you? Did it happen to you?
Actually, your house looks nice, so it probably didn't happen too bad to you.
No. Let's put it this way. Back then, to make $1 million was hard. Today, $1 million everybody makes almost. So I'm trying to think of what's her name from the one I always talk about, the rough voice, the singer, the fabulous one. I love.
Do we know her?
Yeah, we know her. She said to me that she no longer records.
Oh, he's talking about Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks said, I'm never recording again because they're robbing my music.
That was a long time ago. She started recording since then.
I only do shows. Sammy, she said she wouldn't do it. She just wouldn't.
I love Stevie Nicks. I love that whole band. You know, but go ahead.
Oh, you can't beat them. They have the other.
So he basically wants to know: did you do all right? Did you do all right as a singer, as chairman of the board? Did you do okay financially, or did they totally screw you?
Well, everybody got screwed. I got screwed, but I'm making my way back. And hey, ask Billy Joel. It happened to him.
Oh, it happened to everybody.
It happened to
everybody.
Except Barbara Streisand. Because she's shrewder. She's shrewder than any lawyer. Barbara Streisand is shrewder. She's shrewder than
almost everybody that we have had on the show has sold more than 5 million. We've had a lot of people who've sold probably more than 5 or 10 million records, and every one of them has a horror story.
How many copies did Little More Time do?
Oh, I did a lot. It went gold back in then. It sold 1 million copies back in 1969.
You sold more than 1 million copies.
It's and it's I can't even. I don't have an account of it. But it's been recorded by so many different artists as well. It was a girl over in England who re-recorded it. She sold a ton of records from that. But it happens to everybody. This is the music business. But the key word is business.
You're right. The key word is business.
It was run by a bunch of. I don't want to say it because I'll be a racist, but it was run by a bunch of white criminal son of a bitches who thought that the black man was stupid and that we could steal from the black performer. I mean, I tell it like it is. I don't fuck around. I'm not supposed to curse. I don't fool around.
Everybody though,
look at Tina Turner. Turner. Oh my God, goddess of music. Yeah. Tina Turner. She got screwed over big time. I mean, it was sad.
Unfortunate.
It was sad how they mistreated such beautiful black talent, and they didn't do it to Doris Day. blondie with the blue eyes.
Yeah, but they did it to a lot of other people.
I don't know. Jack Jones didn't get it done, and Jack.
Oh,
is-
nowadays Extreme did the
No,
band
but-
Extreme. They like the guy's like a roofer, like doing.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Are you
yeah, but
serious?
Yeah, like they sold like 30 million records or something and didn't make
I
any
remember
money.
Extreme.
Yeah.
You know,
So let's go.
Wait, the laws have changed. People now are recording artists. They're changing. They're getting laws done. I'm not
Right.
supposed to.
No, but I
say-
have a question.
Wait,
Wait.
I have to retract something. I'm not supposed to say CeCe Pennington is suing. So make believe I never said that. But did you know? Did you know that the movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, they used her song
At the
and
end.
never asked for permission or gave her a nickel, and they did a
You
whole
know-
number.
And they didn't even
Not
her
even.
song.
Oh yeah, they changed
the name
title.
of the song
I
at
mean,
the end.
what the
Oh,
hell
man.
is going
It's
on
dirty.
in this country?
Yeah,
What's
it's dirty.
going
It's-
on in this country?
It's
is
dirty.
full of shit.
It's a dirty business. I mean, they probably thought the girl was not even around anymore.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
could have.
CeCe Pennington.
No,
You know,
she's in Arizona or our house.
yeah, but you know, cool. But you know, they don't care. They don't care. They let's do this now and worry about it on the back end.
So I have a question for you because I go on Spotify to listen to Chairman of the Board music because I only know a few of your songs and I listen to them all the time and I love them. And I noticed that I didn't see "Give Me Just a Little More Time" actually on Spotify. Did you not put it on there on purpose because you don't want to get screwed because you don't make any money streaming? Because I didn't see it on there. Maybe it was there and I didn't see it, but I didn't see it.
It may, it's not because somebody wrote me and said the same thing. I don't own the rights to that.
Right.
The record, and I think that's what the problem. The recording company or the publisher still owns that and don't want it up there. Because I did get an email about that same thing. Hey, why am I not saying "Give Me Just a Little More Time" on Spotify? And I'm glad you noticed the same thing.
Oh, I noticed it because it's one of the
I-
greatest songs ever written. It should be there.
I have it in my phone, and I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, you did.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, you paid for it.
Oh, how you can get a lot of that stuff free.
I know, but you can't get this. You can't get that
Oh,
song.
so I
for
made.
free.
So I gave you some money. I hope it went to you.
No, it probably doesn't
not
go to
your
him.
label.
It goes to the publisher probably. Yeah. He gets it on the back end. But listen up,
Yeah.
everybody. Even if
Well, I want to ask you
wait, even if Ken doesn't make the money on the song, you guys, it's such a great song. You'll see him perform it. You guys need to go and download this song off iTunes because that's the only place you're going to get it, or Amazon or one of those places. But iTunes. The name of the song is "Give Me Just a Little More Time." It's one of the greatest songs
Fabulous.
ever
You'll love
done.
it. It's got a beat that makes you go. I mean, when you hear "Give Me Just,"
It's so fabulous.
I mean, it goes, it flies.
It's a fabulous song.
Now listen, you look good for an old bag.
He's not that old.
Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, he is. If he was with the original, which he was, that was in '69. He's got to be following me by maybe 10 years less than me. You look fabulous.
Well,
No, you look good. You
Well, I
don't.
appreciate that.
You didn't age at all. You got a wife?
you know what? Yeah, I do. And but a lot of people say they ask me for what is my secret. So I tell them, here's my secret: a glass of Moscato, 2 sparrow eggs, hot Tabasco sauce. I'm making all this stuff up.
Okay, but you know what?
I was gonna say I don't even know.
No, you know what?
I don't know what Moscato is.
Dermatologists will tell you black people have thicker skin than white people, and Irish people have no skin at all. That's why they wrinkle so quick.
That's me. I'm gonna wrinkle.
They wrinkle. I'm Italian, so we're medium thick skinned, but black
Right.
people have really thick skin, and black don't crack, as they say. I mean, I know. I mean, we have. I can't say her name because she'll kill me. Maybe I can because I love her so much. Lily McLeod.
Do you know who Lily McLeod is?
You're safe. No, I don't.
Okay,
Who is
she great singer, black artist, gorgeous, little tiny, adorable thing. Looks 16 years old. She's almost 60.
Wow.
Almost 60.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
and I thought when she told me her age, I almost passed out. I said, Lily, I can't believe it. Let me look at you. And I looked at her face. Not a line, not a crack. She got a body like a little 10-year-old kid. She's a gorgeous girl.
Wow.
Her name is Nicole Lily McLeod, and she's right
Mhm.
now in Europe, the sensation of Europe. singing
Okay.
all over the place, but she can't get back to the States.
She had a hit song in the 80s, and then she tried to make a comeback. She went on X Factor, and she came in like 5th place or something on X
She
Factor.
sang Alabaster
She
Box.
sang Alabaster Box, which is a beautiful ballad gospel song.
Okay.
And it's fabulous. But so you guys, some other songs from Chairman of the Board you should listen to. You Got Me Dangling on a String, Everything's Tuesday, Pay to the Piper, Finders Keepers. He's gotten some new band members because unfortunately your other band members have passed away, and I'm so happy that you're able to keep the whole thing going. And everybody needs to go and watch the video for Words Left Unsaid, because Ken Knox, he's like a sexy mofo in there singing, he's laying on the bed.
Well,
you saw that? Oh
my God. You're a very good-looking guy, and I should have told you before we went on the air to say you're not married. This way, all the frustrated old ladies out there fall in love with you and they'll buy your music. So now they know now they know you're married. So what's the point? They can use a vibrator, but that's about it.
Wow.
You are a sexy, handsome man. You really are. And you're nice. You're nice and thin. You did good. You preserved yourself nice.
Well, I had to. I mean, if I want to stay in the business, you have to, take care of yourself. And don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I did everything across the board. But I came to my senses.
You don't discuss that.
No, I'm not. But I'm being honest.
That's
but I'm
private
proud
stuff.
as the way. I'm sorry.
That's private stuff. Private stuff. We don't want everybody.
Oh yeah. I'm just proud of the fact that I was able to overcome. And like you said, people still think I'm 50-something years old, and I'm not. You're right.
I'm 80, so I get it. I get 65. 70 sometimes. When they say 70, I get a little offended. When they say 65, I say, okay, it's good. I take care of myself. I don't drink.
Let me say one thing about Words Left Unsaid. The writers of that song wrote "Could It Be I'm Falling in Love."
Right.
Oh, I love that song.
I'm falling in love with your baby. These are all my. Listen, to me. When R&B went berserk and it was all over the place, and when all the wonderful, I know every group, and now I can't think of two. I mean,
anyway, go back.
The Temptations, give me a break.
Right.
Let's go.
We had an era of music, and you guys were right smack in the middle of it.
Right.
Iron Butterfly. I mean, just Inagata Davida. I mean, all the songs of the day. You couldn't say which was your favorite. Today, I don't have but one.
True.
I have all your songs and everybody else's songs. Back then, music was
so wait, go back though. I want him to talk about it a little bit, because here you have this song. Okay, so Words Left Unsaid. It's a great video, and you're like laying on the bed and you're singing. Oh my God, he's getting his groove on. It's awesome, and your voice was fabulous. I mean, you sound really, really good in the video. Now, is that an old video? Is that an old video? Kind of recent video? How old is that?
No, Jimmy, we did that 3 years ago.
Yeah, see, it's fabulous.
So you can be sexy even.
Everybody needs to watch it and download it. The song. It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And like
I said, those two guys. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to ask you a question.
I have to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I said, if we played 3 bars.
No. First of all, I have to send it to them.
No, but I know. But if we played 3 bars of anybody's song, they can't throw us off for 3 bars.
It doesn't make any difference.
So we could do dee da 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 da, so people get an idea of what it is.
No, they need to go and look it up.
You people out there must think we're sick people, that we're demented, that we're some kind of hard up trolls that run around listening to music.
This music is so good.
You're music lovers. You're music lovers.
Well, you know why? Because when your music came out, we were fighting the Vietnam War. We were losing so many soldiers. People were all upside down. The country was a mess. Yep. Our government was shot. Everybody was running around like rats. And then, so that's why drugs became so popular. Everybody was doing drugs because life was just shit. And then you guys come along, and everybody else like you, and you brought us up. We would get together. I remember 30, 20 people at a party, and suddenly your song would come on and we'd sing and dance, and we got happy.
So are you guys?
Wait, I'm not finished. Today, our country
Mhm.
is in a worse mess than ever before with the diversity, the hating each other, all this crap. And we don't
Right.
have any kind of music to make us get up and dance. So you know what I do? I
Right.
play Finally, I play your song, I play all the
Mhm.
old music, Tina Turner,
Yeah.
I play all the old
Yeah.
music, and I get up and dance. So I'm going to
There you
tell
go.
everybody, I'm going to tell all of you out there that don't know what the hell I'm talking about to go and get all the music of the 60s and the 70s and play it. You will love it. It'll make you happy.
It does. It will. And you're right. We need that today.
We need it
You know,
desperately.
Yeah, desperately. And that's why the artists also need to get back. Those type artists need to come back to the stage, you know, because we all want to perform for people who love music and love all of our music, and it's sad, but we have to stay careful.
So who are some of your favorite
I want
bands?
to just say one thing and then you have the floor. I was very good friends with Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart's wife.
Yeah.
And Lauren and I were talking one day about movies. And I simply said to her, well, those are old movies. She said, Ron, no movie is old until after you've seen it. And your music is not old until after you've heard it. And then after you've heard it, you'll realize it's not even old music. Music belongs to everyone. Music
True.
is timeless. If you go to Europe, 19, 20, and 30-year-old people are listening to Madame Butterfly, the opera that's been played a zillion times.
Wow.
Europe appreciates music. There's
They
no
do.
age, and there is no age on music, folks. If you listen and it sends you, as we used to say, music sends me, then you
Yeah.
listen to it and get sent.
Yeah.
That's it, Jim. Go for it.
Okay, I have
You're
some
right.
things.
You're
Okay,
right.
real quick, I want you to do me a favor, Ken. B. Claudia
Okay.
just joined us in the chat room. She's from Germany. Her name's B. Claudia. She's late because unfortunately her mom is not doing well, and we've been sending out good well wishes for her. But can you just say hi to B. Claudia for me? She'll love it.
Hi, B. Claudia. Hope you're
There-
doing well. Sorry
there
about
you-
your mom. Hope she gets better.
There you go. That's perfect. Okay.
You had to have facelifts or something. You look about 40.
Nah.
You're full of crap. You have
No.
Botox. You have shit in that face. You have Restylane Botox. Let me
No.
look at you. You're really handsome.
I know. Now they got just you on the
Well,
screen, and you look really.
He's
You're like,
really a handsome guy.
I hate seeing myself.
I'll tell you, if I wasn't with Jimmy and you were gay, I'd be calling you up.
like that one. Okay, so
You're my type. You're swift looking.
you and Johnny Mathis. He's got a thing for Johnny Mathis.
I love Johnny because I met him 3 or 4 times, and he was
Yeah.
so humble and so grateful to little me. You know, big star like him was making me feel like the star. He doesn't do
Yeah.
that. He doesn't eat you up alive. He just is charming. And I went
That's nice.
I went food shopping with him in the grocery store, and we're in the
Mhm.
vegetable department, and people are passing by, and I said, Johnny, why doesn't anybody recognize you? He said they don't. Now Johnny and I get to the checkout, and the boy is there, and I said to the boy, do you know who this is? He said no. I said, this is
Mhm.
Johnny Mathis. He said, oh, hello, Johnny Mathis. I said, you still don't even know the name? What's wrong with you kids? This is the
Right.
greatest singer, better than Frank Sinatra or Tony Bennett. He is the ultimate voice in the world of ballad singing. Now you're going to go home, I told him, and you're going to find Johnny Mathis music and play it. So he just thought I was crazy, and Johnny was hysterical laughing. And when we left, he said, see, Ron, I told you, nobody recognizes me.
Wait, so who are some of your favorite singers from back in the day, or just in general? Who are some, like Johnny Mathis is his favorite singer? Who are some of your favorite singers?
Absolutely.
Wow. I would have to say, wow. Four Tops, Levi Stubbs, Four Tops.
Mm-hmm.
What about Patti
David-
LaBelle? LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle,
I mean,
yeah.
the best. The best.
Or LaBelle, yeah.
Yes.
The best. She's my favorite female.
And Barbara Streisand, you know.
No,
Yeah, I like Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
nasal twang. She sounds
I
like
like
she's
that.
singing through her nostrils. No, I don't care for her. No, look, no.
Wait, let him
No, wait,
talk.
Barbara Streisand. Sounds
I love
like,
her.
When Barbara Streisand sings, she pulls the cheeks of her ass together to get those notes out. When Patti
my God.
LaBelle sings, LaBelle opens that mouth. Her boobs vibrate,
Right.
her ass shimmies, and she sings. LaBelle
comes
Yeah, he
out.
can
loves
sing.
Patti LaBelle.
LaBelle hits
Yeah.
notes that no human being can hit.
They're saying Levi
Right.
Stubbs in the chat room was a great pick. They like that a lot.
Oh yeah, Levi's and Tom Jones.
Oh,
I
no.
love
Oh,
Tom
no,
Jones.
no,
Yes.
Yes,
no,
Tom
I actually
Jones.
I went to
No,
Tom Jones
no.
concert when he was playing in Las Vegas many, many, many years ago. I was so excited. And I was
Mhm.
like all the women. They were all running up there, throwing their panties, and I was like running up there just so I could stand up there and watch it.
Yeah.
I love Tom Jones. He is just so fabulous. So like I totally agree.
I was at a New Year's Eve party in Las Vegas, and what's his name through the party? The boy that from the Canadian guy. What the hell was his name? Anyway, he was out in the hallway bullshitting with him, and he's just
I love Tom
nothing.
Jones.
He looked like he needed a bath or something.
No, I see.
Oh,
B.
wow.
Claudia loves him too. It's Lady Lake. Everybody else loves him. Just Ron
Wait,
doesn't love him.
Diane, who sang the song? Oh, Diane, the Canadian guy, famous guy.
John Mellencamp.
No. Famous from the
John
60s.
Kemp. Oh, I don't know from the
70s.
'60s.
Yeah, we know. I can't think of his name. Jesus, he's gonna kill me. My daughter worked for him for 2 minutes as a PR, and she didn't like. She didn't like
Anyway,
him.
okay, well, who cares? Because we got.
gotta
I want
think
to
of
move.
his
So,
name.
what about like music now? Do you listen? First of all, let's go back to the Tom Jones thing. So, when you guys were like out playing, and it's the '70s, were like women throwing their panties at you and their bras, and like trying to chase you all over the place.
They were. I remember going to England for the first time, and they like to pull you off the stage. So I got pulled off the stage a lot.
Well, sometimes
And,
they can hurt you.
Hey, it scared me to death.
I bet.
But you're right. But
No, when they
scared me to
grab you,
death.
when they grab you by the joint and you can't breathe, that's when it's painful.
Oh, Ron, yeah.
Right?
But,
That's never
hey, man,
happened.
I
Come on.
love. I can't tell you.
I know stories from, I can't say who, but I know one actor, a very famous, gorgeous, handsome actor. He was on Rodeo Drive and he was shopping in one of the shops, and he went into the dressing room to try on something, and a woman ran into the dressing room and she grabbed him. He had underwear on, but she
Wow.
grabbed him by the joint and wouldn't let go. And he was like ready to
Wow.
scream because she was hurting him. They arrested her, by the way, for almost rape. No, serious. It was in the papers. It was a big deal.
Wow.
So
I'll
I
tell
said
you,
to him, "You're lucky."
it-
I said, "You're
it-
lucky she had." Wait, I said, "You're lucky she had something to grab
I'm
onto."
sure they were like changing
some
you
men,
guys all
some men
over.
that she could have grabbed and just got underwear, nothing else. I said, "So you're lucky that she had one to grab on." Don't complain. So he said to me, Ron, you always have positive remarks.
Oh well, actually the chat room, because there's a lot of there's a lot of people from England in the chat room. So after the coronavirus is all gone away, you guys will be going over there. They're hoping.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it as we speak. We were there in 2019, and we were supposed to be back this year, but couldn't. But yeah,
Right.
We're working on trying to get back there for next year. And we love the UK fans. We love them.
Now, I don't want to let out a secret, but I've been talking to Jimmy for the longest time. Jimmy has a lot of clout with production and people, in the biz. And I said, Jimmy, why don't we have a special show of just all the people that we love who have been on our show, who have great music, and perform? Okay? That might encourage other people to want to see them and enjoy them. And we could, now that we have streaming, we could stream it. We don't even have to go to a stadium where there, all that bullshit with the guards and the police and the payoffs. Right. We could stream it out, and we would have you on with your guys and everybody. I mean, who wouldn't want to listen to a night of the 60s, 70s, and 80s music? You have to be out of your mind not to. So I think we're going to get that in the works.
I think you should, because people are ready for it. They are ready.
I think
for
so.
It. I mean,
I think so.
I get something every day. We can't wait till you guys are back out. We miss you guys. And so I know people are ready for it. So that's a good idea, Ron.
Yeah,
no, well, Jimmy produces a lot. We just did the Soho. Jimmy just.
He's in it. He was in it.
Oh, you were in Soho's, Johnny's thing?
Yeah, he did it. He didn't perform, but he gave us a great message with give me just a little more time playing in the background, which was so smart. The way you did that.
Eileen Shapiro, I call her Clouds, by the way. You know why I call her Clouds?
Nah.
Yeah, because I've rested my head on her breasts, and they're clouds. Enormous clouds, gigantic, the biggest clouds you'll ever see in your life. Anyway,
Oh wow.
Eileen and Jimmy really produced that Soho Johnny show. They got all the talent and everybody in.
Oh nice.
So I don't
Nice.
see why they can't do it with all the old great rockers. And I think I know that Tommy James will come in. Look at our bass fiddle guy who I love, Skylar.
Oh, Leland Sklar.
Leland Sklar. He'll come
Oh,
in. I mean,
yeah.
Actually,
we
do
got
you know Leland
yeah.
Sklar?
No, but I've been a fan of his when he's with
Okay, and
didn't
we
he
have
put- when-
He has that YouTube channel that does really
yeah,
well playing all
and
this
we
stuff.
and we
Okay.
have we
And
have
you play saxophone. Do you know Scott Page? Because he's the saxophonist for Pink Floyd, Supertramp, and Toto.
and he's
a good friend of ours too.
Oh,
Since you
I
play,
know the
since you
name.
play
yeah.
since you
So
play
we
saxophone,
really could put together some show, boy, with names. Everybody's a
Mhm.
super duper name. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch that show? And
tell
I
you,
think that could rekindle the wonderful music that you guys brought us.
do you have a favorite song? Do you have a favorite song to perform when you guys go out and play? Like, is there one that you like performing more than others?
Well, of course, the number one song is "Give Me Just a Little More Time," but also the song "Patches."
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that song. General wrote the song, but Clarence Carter had a hit on it, and it was on one of our albums.
Yeah, it won a
Boys
Grammy,
album.
didn't it? I think it won a Grammy.
Yeah, he won a
didn't
Grammy
it?
for it.
Yeah.
He did. So that's those two are our favorites. And Finders Keepers. Get a little funky.
I love Finders Keepers.
Yeah, a little funky.
I couldn't think of the name. Finders.
Yeah.
Actually, they're in the chat room. They're all saying they love Patches, so they all know what it is.
No, everybody
And,
out there,
absolutely.
get with the program. You know what's in and cool today? Finding out what was yesterday. Because you're not going to know what's tomorrow until it comes. But we know what was yesterday. So go back and enjoy it. There's so much.
So do you listen?
Would you do me a favor? When Jimmy and I have our 10th wedding anniversary, would you sing "Give Me Just a Little More Time" over the air for us, or come to the party?
Your wish is my command.
I swear to you, I would,
Oh
because
my God,
we're gonna have a lot of performers coming into our party, and if you could
Nice.
sing that, I probably will cry and get really stupid and ridiculous. But
We would love to do it.
it's such a wonderful song because for you people out there, listen to lyrics. Today they listen to lyrics. The lyrics are wonderful. It's about a person saying to someone, I'm going to love you, baby, but you got to give me some time.
Just to let you know, too. So Eileen, the one that we were talking about, she's my business partner. She's a fabulous. She's also a rock star journalist who has interviewed every major like rock star, and she just sent a message in the chat room that she would like to interview. She writes for like 72 publications.
You will love her.
She says she wants to do an interview with you, so I'll DM you on Twitter.
She's a very sexy
awesome.
She's a very sexy woman that every guy that meets her wants to jump her bones. I swear to you. No, they all tell us. They say, "Oh, I want to bang her." Did she go? I say, "No, she's a respectable person. She doesn't screw around. Not anymore. She's old. But in her youth, she must have been the plow of the month. But right now, right now she's a very respectable, successful woman. You're gonna love her. She's a dreamboat, and she does a beautiful soft.
And she really like has interviewed like every major
rocker.
I would love to.
She's in love with Adamant.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's her favorite. She wrote a book called what is it? Waiting for Adam.
Waiting for Adam.
And it was all about her journey to get an interview with Adam Ant, and along the way, all the people she interviewed, and she interviewed Academy Award winners and Melissa Etheridge and Cyndi Lauper and like Brooke Shields and just everybody.
She's the queen of rock and roll. Queen of rock and roll interviews. Eileen Shapiro is, and you're gonna love her. Everybody does. She's a sweetie pie.
So do you listen to any modern music? Are there any artists that are out there right now that like if they were to come on, you'd like sing along? Is there anybody that you kind of like from a more recent generation, or do you primarily listen to like 70s and 80s type music?
No, I listen to it. I like, believe it or not, what's the boy Happy, the guy that wrote Happy.
Oh yeah, Pharrell.
I like Pharrell.
I got this close to having Pharrell on our show before Happy came out. Now that Happy came out, like it makes it low because he's so. I mean that song sold like 50 million copies or something.
And it did. I listened to the Jonas Brothers And
I love the Jonas Brothers.
oh yeah, matter of fact, their grandmother and grandfather and father is a friend of mine.
Oh, good for you.
Good. That makes it
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
They're a talented bunch, and what I think is so cool about them is they got started very, very young. They became famous with Disney, and they're not all messed up. They don't do drugs. They actually just have great careers.
Quick story. I was going to their grandmother's house before I even knew about the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
And she said, I want you to see something. So speaking of Disney, she showed me something on Disney. Said, do you know who that is? I said, nah. Who is? She says, those are my grandkids. And she said, you will hear about them next year. And then I said, what's the name of the group? She said, it's the Jonas Brothers. I said, oh my God, okay. So I have a friend who produces, he discovered the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Up in New York. I can't think his name right. So anyway, I said, that looks like something got his hand all over this. She said he does. So the next year, they were the biggest things ever. Now, come to meeting their father maybe 2 years ago, the dad wanted to meet me. I went to the house and we were waiting on him to get in. And he comes through the door singing, give me just a little more time.
Yay.
Yeah. And so, and then he says, you don't know this, but I used to go watch you guys when I was younger. My mom used to take me to see you guys in concert. And so you never know who has watched you and who loves you. And so we're all great friends.
I think that is so cool, and I think I mean I have a lot of respect for the Jonas Brothers because they didn't get all messed up. Like unfortunately, a lot of young people who hit that money and fame at such a young age,
like poor Michael Jackson,
and they're like phenomenal. You know, they're a really great.
Yeah. We still miss Michael Jackson.
Everybody misses Michael Jackson.
I mean, a big hole is in the music world now because he's gone. Terrible things were done to poor Michael. Again, the greedy man and the treatment was dreadful.
So okay, so then, have you guys? Has your music been put in a lot of movies? I know you said commercials. Have you been in a lot of movies or no?
Give me just a little more time. It's been in a ton of movies.
I love that.
You know,
I watched the movie. I'll go watch the movie just so I can hear the song in it.
Yeah.
No,
you
but
know, I mean,
you're on my playlist, so I hear your song whenever I plug into the system through my phone, and you're on the playlist. And the minute your song comes on, I start to dance around if I'm in the kitchen or wherever I am, and then I
feel good.
It's a feel good, and I smile, and Jimmy will run over and give me a quick peck kiss. So it's so romantic. It's still a romantic song for us, and we're together 9 years. You know, by now we should be killing each other. Sometimes.
That's awesome, though, man. Music would do that. You know, it
memory.
It
You could sit in a room in the dark, and a song goes on, and suddenly you go back to when you heard that song and what that song meant to you. Music rekindles I love music. Could you imagine our world without music? If there was no such thing as music, what a shitty world that would be.
You know what I thought about the other day? I thought about when people growing up or living in the early 1800s. Mm-hmm. What did they do for entertainment?
They had a piano and they played that ding 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 ding. I would have killed myself.
Okay, so they did. So they did have that.
They had a piano?
There's been music forever. I mean, even the Romans and the Greeks and even the aliens when they come here, their spaceships do 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 do. That's how they communicate with us now. We found out through scientists that the aliens are communicating us through music.
And you're right. Back then they had fiddles and stuff like that.
If they had a string of something, a rubber band or whatever.
So when you guys were touring around, did you? I don't know.
Ask him a very important question.
Well, while you're thinking about it.
No, I know the question. I want to phrase it correctly so I don't insult him. What makes you think you're so great? Because you are. Now, what makes you feel that? You know, what has your accomplishment done to you, your personality?
None. A lot of people say, you know, you're a legend. I said, no, I'm not. I'm everyday people. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. And we've never let success go to our head. I look at us, or myself and the rest of the group, and General Johnson and Danny Woods, we were always level-headed, everyday people. That's it.
Well, I'm very modest and I'm very self-withdrawn.
Yeah, right.
Of course, it is an honor that I have bestowed on you today, speaking to you. But I mean, no, seriously, now, are you a ghetto guy? Are you a project? Because I was born in the Red Hook projects in Brooklyn. I'm a project boy. Were you born in any of the ghetto projects anywhere?
Detroit. I'm from Detroit.
So, Detroit. That's
didn't-
like all of Detroit's a ghetto.
Oh, why did you
Yeah.
see the Motown documentary on Netflix?
I loved it. I was
Which
crazy
one?
about
Stand in
that.
the Shadows of Motown?
No, with Barry Gordy
Stand
and
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. We saw it
You
like
have
2
to
months
wa-
ago.
oh, it's
So
one- you
whatever
have
one
to
got put up
watch
like
it.
2 months ago.
it's all about how Motown started. It's fabulous.
It showed him in the house, starting in the house, on the street in a house. It was very good.
Very good documentary. This will encourage young black people today who are ghetto people and they feel they're never going to accomplish anything and they're going to be dopies and
Right.
clean toilets in the subway, whatever the jobs they able to get,
Right.
which is hideous. That this country offers you anything. Talk to that bitch Diana Ross. She'll tell you the first one. I don't like Diana Ross. I don't like Diana Ross at all. Ugh.
A lot of people don't.
Black people don't like her. And white. I mean, she's just Diana Ross.
I love her, but I've never met her though. He had an experience with her.
Yes, I did. I will
Okay.
not go into it. I love her talent. She should
Right.
have gotten the Oscar for her performance as Billie Holiday. There's no question
Great.
about it. That was the best
Yes.
performance I've ever seen. It was in a time when black people were not allowed to get an Oscar. Now they're
Yeah.
allowed. You know, the white guy said, "You're allowed. Hello, have an Oscar." But
Yeah.
Diana Ross should get an Oscar now for that performance. She was wonderful. Her voice, I mean, come on.
I love her
baby,
voice.
Baby, where did I love? I mean, come on. I danced to her.
I'm like the modern day Diana Ross. Like she did that movie with Brandy, Double Platinum, and everybody thought it was the worst movie ever, but I loved it. I thought the songs were great, and I love Brandy.
You know,
I like all that cheesy shit.
I just know that the gay people adore Diana Ross. They worship her. And my story, I won't go into my story, but she betrayed gay people. And I was there witnessing to this. And I just said to myself, what a bitch. What a bitch. These are the people that made you, you little scrawny C-U-N-T. But,
so going back to my question though, because we only have a couple minutes left. So when we like nowadays, you always see people they go on tour, like Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers went on tour together. Like back in the 70s, did they do that? Who did you guys go on tour with?
It was the Dramatics. I'm not sure you remember those. Dramatics.
I don't know the Dramatics.
All right. Bobby Womack.
Yeah, I know Bobby Womack. He's awesome.
Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Yeah, fabulous.
The Blue Notes, I know. Did you ever work with Martha and the Vandellas? Martha and the Vandellas.
No. We never did shows with them. Very familiar with them. How I got the music bug was I used to sit at the Fox Theater in Detroit for the Motown Review.
Oh,
and
fabulous.
I was able to see Supremes, Martha and the Vandellas, Temptations, Four Tops, Stevie Wonder. And then when that music started up, something went through my whole body.
Yeah.
I was like 12. I was 12. I said,
electric.
I said, this is what I want to do. And that's how I got the bug. So I've seen all those acts, from back in the day. But to answer your question, we toured with Supremes, Eddie Kendricks.
Eddie Kendricks, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
So
about now? Like, because now when you guys go on tour, they kind of like call them like Legends tours or things like that.
Well, that's
are
what
you,
when we do the show.
Hang
we're
on,
gonna,
wait.
we're gonna call it the Legends.
Like, are you like do you like when you go on those tours now? Do you hook up with another couple of bands to like come up with a show that has like 4 or 5 legend groups?
Well, we haven't done it in the States, but last year, 2019, we were part of a Legends tour in the UK, and there was Billy Ocean,
Oh yeah, fabulous.
Chairman of the Board, the Drifters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, those type of and the Stylistics.
Stylistics, my other favorite.
Yes, yes.
And the Dabaj and who else? The ones I like, the guy and the girl. He passed away from AIDS. That beautiful man.
Oh, Solid as a Rock.
Solid as a Rock.
Ashford and Simpson.
Oh,
I love them.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I could tell you a quick story. When I was about 18 years old, we went up to the Apollo Theater. We used to do that a lot in New York, and we went to see Mom's Maybelline. Do you remember Mom's Maybelline?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we were sitting on about 4th or 5th row in the middle, and she just looked at me and she said, "Do you white boys understand this kind of humor?" And I stood up and I said, "You bet, sister," you know, and I gave her some shit back. And she said, "What? You was a white boy or black boy?" And I said, "I don't have a color." I said, "I'm just a boy." And everybody in the theater started applauding. I remember that.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're all
Nice.
nobody beat us up or anything. Because a lot of friends a lot of people would say, "You go up to Harlem, you go to the Apollo Theater, you know those people are going to beat you up." I said, "Bullshit."
I actually loved the show when that show was on.
My best friend Tommy only dated black men. He was white. He used to take me to all the black gay bars. Okay, I mean, I hung out with a lot of black people. I know this bullshit about black people are dangerous. Cut it out, people. Cut that thinking out. Get rid of it. Ugh.
Give it a chance. You know, like you said.
Come on.
But what brought you there was music and Mom's Maybelline.
Mom, well, not only Mom's, but who was appearing that night. The reason we went up there was, I think it was Ronnie. Remember the name of that group? I love them. Go on and I'll remember.
Anyway, I want to, because I was a semi-professional tennis player, and so like Solid as Rock was my song. I would play it every time I put my Walkman on my head, and I would play it before I went out on the court. Yeah, so that was like my song. Every day.
It's a great song.
For like many years. So I like freaking like love it. So you guys, Ken Knox, he's from Chairman of the Board. You can follow him on Twitter. He's at Chairman FT. So it's ChairmenFT. He's also on Facebook as Ken Knox. Are you on Instagram?
Yep.
Are you Ken Knox? Okay, Ken Knox. I gotta follow you on that one. I don't think I followed you on that one. So he's Ken Knox there. Make sure you check out all their music, and really, you guys, go on YouTube and Google Chairman of the Board, and then look up and you'll see them performing it live. And then look out where he's like got this total video where he's like totally looking like a Mac and Stud. Words left unsaid. So watch the video. It's beautiful. He's really great. The lyrics are beautiful. The song is beautiful. And then everybody has to go to iTunes and download. Give me just a little more time.
Are you an actor? Do you ever act?
No.
How would you like to play a judge?
Oh, you want to act? Ron, we're working on it. I produce films for a living.
I've written a movie and we're getting it up there. It's a good movie. And I need a judge. And I think you would be just perfect for a judge. What do you think?
If you think I can handle it, I'll try it.
You can do it.
Well, no, I like the way you speak and I like the power of your voice. I need a powerful judge because it's about the mafia and it's a big involvement story.
And you look like somebody who would
be. And you look like the judge.
You look like somebody who would be.
And I need somebody good looking.
How tall are you? You're tall, right? Because on stage you look tall. Oh, you're not tall?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, wow. Because when I watched you performing on stage, I was like, oh, my God, he's like a giant.
No, I'm 5'9".
5'9's not short, though. Like, you know. So
yeah. No.
When we're green lighted, I will call you. Where do you live in, LA?
Okay. No. I'm on the East Coast.
Where?
What city?
I'm right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, fabulous.
Okay, we're going to be in Atlanta shooting.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting. I've got 2 films that we're going to be shooting in Atlanta soon.
That's 4 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll work something out.
Yeah, we'll work that one out.
Okay.
But you'd be perfect for the judge because we have a good friend of ours, Rufus, and I call him our token black because every movie they put him in, he's the token black. He and I shared a dressing room together on a film we were on, making a movie. And I was very.
He calls himself Token.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we
no,
don't call
no,
him
no,
like that.
no,
Doesn't sound.
we're buddies.
No, the first
Yeah.
time we met him, he said, "Hi, I'm Rufus. I'm the Token in this film." And that's why. So
we are buddies.
we're like really good friends.
I mean,
so that didn't
he's
sound
my
good.
bud. When I say
Yeah.
Token, he knows I mean it to be sarcastic about why they put him in these friggin' movies. So
He's a great actor, and these are terrible horror movies.
and he's a really good guy.
Okay.
Now you made me lose my story.
Well, he's going to be. It doesn't matter because we got to go.
Oh yeah, and I called him up. I said, "Oh, listen, I need a token." He started to laugh. I said, "I'm putting you in the movie, but you're going to have a good part. So your part's a little more than a token." I said, "It's a token and a half." So he writes back to me, "I love you guys so much," and sends hearts and stuff. He's a sweetie.
That's
pie.
awesome.
Rufus is a cool guy and a damn good actor. Here's what happened in the movie. They forgot to turn the lights on in my big scene. Now I'm counting money out and I'm talking like a tough, wise guy. And Rufus is in the shot. Now, when the movie came out, because the lighting was so bad, Rufus, all we could see was his teeth and eyeballs. Well, when Rufus and I were screaming, laughing, we couldn't breathe. We were seated with each other. We were hanging on. I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this. This is the worst thing I've ever seen." I said, "All you need is a fucking watermelon." And he agreed. We were screaming. Rufus and I loved
it. It was a terrible movie. It was a terrible movie. Don't worry. When we put you as a judge in the movie, it's going to be like a ready to go to theaters movie. It isn't going to be a shitty movie.
Rufus and I love to make fun of the white mentality. We do it all the time. We think it's a joke.
That's cool.
But hey, could you imagine? You got to see that clip.
Hang on, he's got to say something because we got to go too.
Yes, we got to go.
I know you got to go. I want to give a shout out if you can.
Yes.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my crew. So we also have a show called That's My Story that comes on Thursdays.
How do they see it? How do we see it or watch it or hear it?
On Chairman of the Board's Facebook page.
Okay.
Chairman of the Board's Facebook page or official Chairman of the Board YouTube page. Tomorrow we have Howard Hewitt on.
Oh, I love Howard Hewitt.
So a shout out to Shelly Clark and Midas and Taz. That's the whole crew for our show called That's My Story.
Hey, listen, do you have...
And what time? Wait, what time is it on? What time is it on?
It's 3 o'clock PST and 6 Eastern.
Everybody tune into it. That's so funny because I worked for many years for a large indie record label called Spectre Music Group, and I actually tried to sign Howard Hewitt one time. So I've actually talked to him once. He's fabulous, and what a talent he is.
Yeah.
Listen, do you have blue eyes?
No. It's the lighting.
Yeah,
it's the lighting. I hadn't had any sleep. I've been up since 2:30 this morning.
You look good. The girls are going crazy.
Yeah, the women love you.
The women are having.
Nah.
Oh, stop it! You're a good-looking guy. Cut the shit. I know. Look, when they say I'm good-looking, I have a mirror. What am I, stupid?
Yeah, you're good looking too.
What am I going to say?
So you guys, this is Ken Knox,
80-year-old bag.
One of the greatest bands ever to walk the planet. Chairman of the board. One of the best songs ever. And he's fabulous when they come out playing again. And please tune into his show on Chairman of the Board Facebook page tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Their guest this week is Howard Hewitt, who is fabulous. And we want to thank you for taking time out and coming on the show. We had a great time, and we love everything that you do.
One more shout out.
Actually, go ahead.
Francine.
Oh, I was going to do that. We want to thank Francine Marseille from Marseille & Company. She's fabulous. Yes. She's been getting us Martha Davis and Earth, Wind, and Fire and all kinds of great people. She's wonderful. So we want to thank her so much. And we want to thank you, and we'll be in touch.
And I'm not lying about you being in the movie. I'm looking forward to working with you because we'll be in the same scene. So I'll get to meet you in person. You never know. Right. Maybe you'll change. You'll flip around a little. You never know.
Leave your wife at home.
I'm kind of cute and pretty.
So Ken, thank you so much.
Take care, babe. What a pleasure. You are as good as you're as great as your music.
Thank you so much.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure meeting you. A great honor.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming on our show.
All right, everybody. So now,
what a nice guy.
Goddess is in the chat room. You guys, let's say hi to Goddess. Showed up, and Teresa Sabin from Florida. I think Goddess is in Florida. B. Claudia is there. Everybody's there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. He's an icon.
He is
a total legend.
Gorgeous-looking guy and really a nice fella. What a buddy. Nice guy. Terrific guy. and the music they make is just beautiful.
Oh, and Don joined us in the chat room too. I'm sorry, I missed Don. I see Don there. Don Hinton. Hey, Don, how are you?
Dawn,
We hope you're okay.
do,
Did you
do,
wear a
do.
different watch today or no?
I don't know. I coordinated with my shirt because my shirt has melon and green, and my wristwatch is melon, orange, and green. Oh, so here we are. Where's the camera?
There you go.
Oh, you can't see it. The lights. Anyway, I coordinate watches with clothing.
I think it's very cool.
I'm just fabulous.
I'm so happy, you guys. I've been trying to get Chairman on the board on the show forever, but it's hard to get in touch with them because you never knew how to get in touch with them.
And that's a true story. I didn't know how to tell Jimmy, you're pushy. Jimmy's very controlling and very pushy still, even in our marriage. I get up in the morning, he tells me what to do, gives me a list of everything I have to do, where I have to go, and what time. Very, very controlling. I don't mind because I'm old, I'm tired. Let me use his brain instead of mine. But when we were dating, he was also very controlling. He demanded this, that, so I said, no, this is not going to happen, baby. I'm a free spirit. I'm a butterfly. I take a powder. If anybody bugs me, I'm gone. So I didn't want to tell him hey, listen, I'm not in love with you. I think you're nice. I like dating you. You're fun, but it's never going to happen. And I really believed it at the time. So I had him listen to, give me just a little more time. And he said afterwards, I will. And he did. And here I am married to him happily 9 years later, right, everyone? You.
Also, Skylar's.
He don't listen. He don't listen.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm looking.
You're so full of shit.
I heard everything you said.
No, you didn't. If I cursed you out, you then turn around and say, "Why are you so mean to me?" But if I say nice things about you, you're busy.
No,
working.
it was nice.
Get out of here. I want a divorce. And everybody out there, please send me $1 so I could afford a divorce.
Skylar Dunigan is in the chat room too. I'm saying hi to people.
Skylar.
You know who he is.
Of course I know who Skylar is.
And also, and Boomer Mays is in there, you guys, and he liked the orange watch. And Boomer, you guys, is a professional football player, and I don't know, going so fast in there. And yes, Eileen is on Twitter. She's Eileen Shapiro, I think 3 or 33, one of the two, I forget.
Middle name Clouds.
Yes, middle name Clouds.
Soft as clouds.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind. She said I made her boobs so famous, which is true. I have. Anyway, it's fun. We have fun. We're not squares. We're not uptight people. We don't squeak when we walk. We're fun people. We let life happen. We love people that are nice. We don't care what they are, what they look like, what color they are, what religion they are, or what political end they are. We just like people.
Absolutely.
If they suck, I don't give a shit who they are. They suck, and I tell them they suck too. I mean, if I don't like you, because if you're a piece of work and a nasty creature and a negative crap ass, and you come into my life to pollute me with your negativity, you'll get it from me. I'm not the sweetest guy, I can be mean, not mean, but I could be ornery. Don't pollute my life with your nonsense, your negative stupidity, and your prejudices. Don't do that with me around. I don't go for it. No way. Right, Jim?
Absolutely.
I say, we all came in this world the same way, and we all go out the same way. So while we're here, why can't we live the same way? It's so simple. It's simple math.
I
want to ask Angie Baby, when are we doing that movie where I played the school teacher in the Bronx?
That's not even on the board yet.
That's not even on the board. Well, let me hear her say, "What are you, the fucking mayor?"
It's not her movie.
What are you, the mayor?
It's not her movie.
You're the mayor. Really think you're the mayor?
It's not.
You
her
answer
movie.
for Angie. I asked Angie. Is her name Angie?
But it's not her movie.
I don't care whose movie it is. She knows about it. You know nothing about it. She knows everything about it.
I do know about it.
And you answer. What? Your name is Angie Baby, right? You wish. Is Angie Baby still in? Is she still? Angie, you still in the chat room? If you are, what's doing with that movie? I'm curious to get the script. I want to read it to see how I could portray a Bronx school teacher. Wow, gotta be a tough guy because the Bronx students are tough. So it's good. It's a tough role for me. Why are you doing that tweeting?
Because I'm not tweeting, so they don't have the link to come onto the show.
Who doesn't have the link? Well, how come?
I don't know.
Did anybody give the guy the link?
Yes,
I mean, you're really slipping up, baby.
I sent it to him, but people, if you send somebody a link for something, they get it, and then they get 8,000 other emails, and then they can't find it. Happens to me all the time. I have to have Eileen sends me
I
stuff all
just
the time.
delete everybody. I do delete all because I can't read all those text messages I get. Some of them are dirty. That guys saying you're hot, you're sexy. Asking me measurements. I say, get out of here, you filthy pigs. Delete, 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 delete. We have some pervs. They're gay. Not even gay. They're just sick homos that come into our show that wanna whatever. They think for some reason that I'm going to answer
Don
them.
Henry wrote, ha ha ha, what are you, the mayor? What I was just talking. Oh, is that what you said to me?
Who?
Did you say, what are you, the mayor to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, what? Like, you act like you're the mayor.
like
That's an
the
old
mayor.
Brooklyn expression we used to use as kids. If somebody was like a big shot, we say, what do you think, you're the mayor?
You gotta
I never left Brooklyn. I never left Queens where I grew up. I never left my childhood. I'm a boy man. That's why I'm still cool at 80. If I were a real grown-up person at 80, I'd be peeing in the wheelchair and coughing up phlegm.
That'll like never happen.
And coughing up phlegm.
Well,
And,
that might
and,
happen.
and,
'cause
dre-
that can happen to anybody.
dressing in Pampers and sneakers.
No.
But
Oh, the kind that have the Velcro.
Yeah, well, no, I don't do that.
I know you don't.
Excuse me.
You gotta like
Look,
totally
look
like
at
love
those
it.
eyebrows. You know how expressive? Watch my eyebrows. If I'm in a movie and I'm angry, I do this. Can you do that, Jamie? Raise just
No,
one
I
eyebrow.
can't do it.
My mother could. I got my mother's eyebrow.
No, I can't do it.
So I raise that eyebrow, and that means my kids know that. When my daughters were bad, and if they were out, not bad, they were never bad, but if they were screaming and yelling with other children, I would just look at them in the whoever's house we're in, I go. And when that eyebrow went up,
they were in trouble.
they stopped at attention. I didn't have to say a word because they knew that I would starve them for a couple of days and beat them bloody and hang them from their toenails.
Oh yes, Eileen.
Give me just a little more time.
Okay, go ahead.
Go
ahead, Rebel. Let's let him in.
How
How you doing,
Hey!
Jimmy and Ron?
Hey, how you doing?
Another bearded
great,
warrior.
thank you.
Another one with the
So,
beard.
George, tell me, how do I pronounce your last name?
Pajon.
Pajon. Okay.
Yes.
I told you that. How come you never can do people's last
You
name?
did not. You said Pajon or
No,
something.
the J is silent.
Pajon. Okay, hold on,
Pajon.
everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, guitarist, songwriter, record producer, superstar George Pajon Jr. Woo!
Thank you for having me, guys.
Pajon. Hey.
But can he cook?
No, I have a wonderful wife that is an amazing chef.
There you go. You gotta like love it. So let me introduce you, everybody. Starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
How do you do? Welcome aboard.
I'm great, thank you. I've been watching. You guys are awesome.
We're wound up, so we're going to be wild.
And so then we have
Now,
a chat room. We have a
no,
chat room full of
I
people.
got to ask him a question.
No, he has to
Does
say
your-
hi to the
does-
chat room
Oh,
first.
they know. I say hi all the time.
Not you, him.
Oh,
Say hi. We got a chat room
hi.
full of people. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
How you guys doing?
And then say hi to Eileen since she set this whole thing up.
Eileen, thank you very much.
Yeah,
An
she's
honor
a
to work with
superstar.
you.
Did you ever
We
see a
love her.
picture of Eileen?
Yes, I have.
Comment.
She-
No comment. Clouds. Soft as
No,
clouds. They're
Yeah,
soft.
I
They're
have.
huge.
She's beautiful. Actually, the picture I saw of her is with one of my favorite guitar players, and Steve Stevens on stage with Billy Idol, and
Yes.
Right.
the three of them are standing on the stage.
That's
Yeah.
her next thing is Billy Idol. She
But
loves
I
him.
always say about Eileen is when she turns a corner, they turn first, then she comes.
You gotta like
Now, does
love
your
it.
wife love the beard or hates the beard? Give me the truth.
It's her idea.
Oh.
No way.
Yeah.
Most women hate the beard.
You know, I used to just have just the center, and that was
Right.
my thing.
Like
And
a
when
goatee.
when COVID happened, if the picture I send you guys, you can see that it's just I don't have any of this. When COVID happened, she's like, you know what? You don't got to be on camera or on stage anytime soon. Try to grow out the beard. Let's see what it looks like. And the response has been great. And so
I like that you don't dye it and that you let it go gray.
Yeah, and you could imitate.
Oh.
You could impersonate Leland now.
yeah,
Oh yeah, and he knows Leland.
You know
I
Leland.
love
I
Leland,
love Leland more.
Yeah.
We got really close with Leland. He comes on the show. He's the greatest guy. But now you and Leland can remember years ago the Smith brother cough drops.
hmm
Do you remember them? Because that
He
goes
might not
back,
be old enough to know
that goes
that.
way back, but they were the Smith Brother cough drops, and they both had brown beards. So you and Leland could do a commercial for Smith Brothers cough drops, but I don't think they make them anymore.
We definitely could, and I would never dye it. It's I've earned all of this.
Yeah.
I'm that way too. I've earned mine too. Mine's not long like that, but it's totally white.
Yeah, and I'm too pretty to have a beard and cover my magnificent face. So my modest self. But I mean, I would never. I don't even want to wear a mask because I'm not giving people the joy of seeing my handsomeness as I walk through the stores.
Actually, everybody in the chat room loves it. Just so you know, and they're saying, why would you want to why would anybody want to dye it? And they're also saying beards are awesome. People don't realize how much work they are to keep looking nice, which is true because yours is like super shaved like all even. And
yes,
it comes
but
down.
also a lot of women like beards because they tickle their thighs. Both thighs at the same time, and partially the little coolie, the crack in the coolie. So if you really stick your face in there, babe, you're giving a good muff job.
Which is true.
Right
now.
Hey, listen.
Actually, Don Hinton says her husband's is longer than George's. So
see that she likes really to have it like this, like a broom.
And they all think it looks amazing. So there you go.
Maybe what it is that was my wife's excuse for something.
Yes, for wanting you to actually do it.
The minute you said your wife loves it, I said to myself, bullshit, she loves the broom. Are you kidding? My brother-in-law had a very, rest his peace, and rest him his soul, he had a huge, big mustache, and he used to call it a pussy bumper.
As you can see, nothing is off topic here. You can say anything you want.
Oh, come on, we're human beings. We're guys. What are we going to play? Fancy schmancy bullshit artists?
So hang on. So first, let's do some bragging. So first of all, if you guys want to follow George in social media, you can follow him on Instagram. It's GeorgePajon Jr. But on Twitter, you got to get rid of the junior. So it's just at GeorgePajon Jon. If I said
okay,
G.
so let's cut to the chase. What's going on? What's new? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I want to brag for him first.
No, first I want him to tell me what he's doing.
I want to brag for him.
No, people. I want people out there that don't know who he is to know what he does, so they'll know who.
I know they're gonna after I brag for him.
And then when you brag for him, they agree.
No, I'm gonna brag for him.
I'm going to hit you.
Actually, anybody who watched the Soho Johnny Let Me Help benefit concert saw him perform with his band. Is it Cairo Knife? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Cairo Knife Fight. Cairo Knife Fight. So they actually performed. They performed at the Soho Johnny event. But here's some of the cool things about him. First of all, he's recorded with he's credited as either a songwriter, producer, or musician with Fergie, which I love the video that you're in. Carlos Santana, Sting, Ricky Martin, will.i.am, Macy Gray, Cheryl Cole, Weird Al, Keyless, Los Lonely Boys, Nas, Sergio Mendes, Never Gonna Let You Go. I was one of my favorite. John Legend. But here's the thing that's the coolest for me, because I'm all about like
Santana. That's
like having bragging rights. So you guys, he's been nominated for 4 Grammy Awards. 2 of them were for Where Is the Love? Oh, 7. Oh, your Wikipedia only says 4.
Hold on.
Wait, let me finish, because this is important shit.
I'm gonna hit you hard.
Stop.
With this microphone,
no,
I'm going to hit you
stop.
so hard. You're
gonna... Wait.
No, I want to ask him a question.
I'm in the middle of talking something.
I don't care, but I got to ask him a question.
Hang on. No, is it really 7?
Well, songs that I've written have been nominated 7 times.
What did you have to do? Where Is the Love?
I co-wrote.
You don't know that song.
I love that.
Where Is
the Love?
No, it's not that. It's a fucking hip hop pop song.
Oh, I thought that.
So you guys, Where Is the Love?
You guys,
Where Is the Love was nominated for Record of the Year and Best Rap Song Collaboration. It got 2 nominations. Then he won a Grammy Award for Let's Get It Started, which is Black Eyed Peas for Best Rap Performance. He co-wrote it. He also won for Best Rap Performance for Don't Funk With My Heart. You and the Black Eyed Peas have some fucking awesome relationship. And
you're cursing. We're not supposed to.
I don't care.
Curse.
And then so what are the other? Tell us what the other Grammys are for, because 7 Grammy nominations is like big shit, dude. You're like king shit.
More cursing.
Well, it's you mentioned Weird Al. He actually did a parody of Let's Get It Started that actually got nominated for a Grammy. So every one of those nominations
Counts for
you know,
you.
during that time, the songs got "Don't Funk with My Heart" got nominated as well. That one won as well. And so let's see, "Don't Funk" won, "Let's Get It Started" won, and "Where's the Love" won.
I love
And
all of them.
and Khalees got nominated for a Grammy as well for a song that Will and I co-wrote. So I've been a writer and a guitar player on every Black Eyed Peas album since '98.
Oh my
So
god!
I
And
was
so you're also in Fergie because like I watched the video and you're
yes,
in the video for the ballad
Yeah, but
song.
we saw him on Soho Johnny's show.
Yes, we did.
yeah,
No, that show.
That's his stuff though. That's his music.
I
Just
know,
him.
but that
Yeah.
he's good. That show was 6 hours long, and I really had a hard time focusing because I had 2 cataract operations on both eyes, so my eyes are still healing. And I just closed my eyes and I laid back and I listened to the music and what was going on. And you know something, I enjoyed it just as much as when I was able to look at it. It was a
Thank you.
good show. It was a very good show. A
So-
lot. What I liked about it was the fact that everybody was different. It wasn't the same music. I mean, ballad and R&B and rap and all that crap. It was wonderful.
So I have a question for
wonderful show.
yes.
Okay, so I'm a screaming fag, but
Yes, you are, and I'm ashamed of it. I'm very
But-
ashamed of it.
and I have no interest in having sex with women whatsoever. But I do
She's a
believe
real
that
queen.
Fergie is one of the most beautiful women on the planet. Is she really as beautiful as she looks in pictures? Because I've never met her. Is she as beautiful in real life as she is in pictures? And is she as nice in real life as she seems on
Yeah,
TV?
but she'll never go to sleep with an old queen
She-
like
I don't
you.
want her to go to sleep with me. I just want to know if she's like. I mean, she's one of my favorite performers ever.
She's actually more beautiful because when you get to know her and you're around her as much as I am, that's where the beauty is. I mean, it's obvious she's a beautiful woman, but I mean, this girl, I'll give you a perfect example. Not a birthday or Christmas goes by that she doesn't remember and
Oh, that's
send you
nice.
at least a card or a bottle of wine from her winery. And
Very nice.
it's been that way since the moment I met her. And I got to meet her in 2000. And it was actually the first show she did with us, I believe, was New Year's Eve of 2002, going into 2003, before Where's the Love was released and before any of that came out.
Is she,
I
It's actually 2001. I'm sorry.
is she as beautiful as Charlize Theron?
Oh,
Excuse
you don't
me?
even. He doesn't know who Fergie is.
No,
so.
I have no idea. I thought Fergie was the Queen's daughter-in-law.
No.
That
This is like a
Fergie.
hot, beautiful Fergie. So here's the deal with Fergie. So I've been a big fan forever. And whenever she was with that band Wild Orchid, they actually played in Fort Lauderdale. And I didn't get to meet her because like there was too many people, but I went to see her because I was a big fan. And I loved Wild Orchid.
Is she a redhead with kinky hair?
No, don't worry about it. I'll show you a picture of her later. So,
You-
so
you
I've
know,
always
that's
been a
how-
big fan. And
That's
go
how
ahead.
Will met her.
Through Wild Orchid.
Well, we were doing at that time, the radio stations in all over the country, they have this thing called Jingle Balls, and
Yeah.
and
Jingle
basically,
balls?
yeah, yes, exactly.
No, I
they're-
went to Jingle Ball at Y100's Jingle Ball because I used to.
I
Yeah.
want to go.
I used to do a lot of stuff with I used to do a lot of stuff with Y100 in Florida, so I used to always get invited to those things. So
Jingle balls.
met, like,
jingle
everybody,
balls,
but-
jingle your balls. all the
hang
way.
on. So I absolutely love though, and I think that, and I love her solo album and the video that you do for her where she's in the red car. I think it's a red car, and she drives
Yeah,
up and goes into the warehouse. I forgot the name of the song, but it's a ballad and it's beautiful.
Big Girls Don't Cry. Yeah, that's me playing acoustic.
Yeah, I know. And
Yeah,
I
you
was
know,
like in there trying to like figure out which one you
and-
were
and
because
let
it's a
me-
little while ago and you didn't have this long beard.
No,
and, let me,
I didn't.
and let me tell you something. Peggy Lee was very pretty in person.
Now, do you know who Peggy Lee is?
Of
course he does.
Okay, I don't
She's
know.
the greatest
Sure.
jazz singer besides Patti LaBelle is the greatest singer.
So you
But
guys,
She was the greatest jazz singer.
so you guys, George also has music that's in some different soundtracks for movies, and everybody's seen these movies because they're big. The Best Man Holiday, Poseidon, Scary Movie, which we had
What did you have to do with Poseidon?
music in it.
The
Fergie.
original? The
No,
original?
No,
Fergie's in
remake.
it. The remake in 2000 or whatever.
The
Or-
second
Yeah,
one.
we did a song for that movie for the soundtrack.
We actually had the guy who plays Doofy in Scary Movie on like 3 weeks ago, Dave.
Oh, awesome.
And he's a good friend of ours. Maid, Barbershop 2, Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights, Night and Day. That's like Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, I think.
Terrible movie.
I liked it. Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. So, dude, you've had some fucking career.
It's cursing.
Thank you.
I don't care. And you're still having some career, but I mean, so far, your career has hit a lot of like plateaus and a lot of highs. So tell us, so Cairo knife fight, I believe I read on Wikipedia, which could be wrong. I think you guys joined that band in like 2015 or something. I think it said.
Yeah, the band is originally from New Zealand, and my partner Nick Gaffney, he plays drums, sings, and plays bass with his left hand, and we share the bass duties in the band. It's only 2 people, and we make a lot of noise for 2 people.
Yes,
and
we do also for 2.
Yeah. I've enjoyed all the noise you've made today. I've watched the whole show.
We like to have fun.
Don't forget, almost 5 million people are watching right now. So we can't be doing anything wrong because we wouldn't have 5 million people as fans. So now they're all 5 million people are gonna love you.
Actually,
and they're gonna want to know more about you and your music. So spill the beans, baby.
We have one of the coolest women on the planet. Her name's B. Claudia, and she's in Germany. And she just posted that she found George Pajon's home studio tour. So I guess it's on YouTube. You have a home studio tour. So you guys tell everybody about that. That way you'll get more hits on it because people will go look at it.
Well, you can find everything through CairoKnifeFight.com, and it's everything's there. Links to all of our Instagram, everything, all the social media, Spotify, and then it links you also to my personal stuff. Mine is georgepajonjr.com, and it has links to all that stuff as well.
That's where I went. I went to georgepajonjr.com, and when I went there, it had. That's how I saw all the music videos that you were in, and I was like watching the Fergie one just because she's my favorite.
Okay, a little bit about you, because we have Snoopy fans. Our fans are really nosy, and they like to know.
Well, we know you're married because your wife likes the beard.
Let's hear about the wife. Is the wife a dog or is she beautiful?
She's gorgeous.
I figured that.
She's gorgeous. Do you have a computer there?
We're on a computer. Yeah, I do. I have my phone.
She's a blonde. I bet you she's a beautiful, sexy blonde.
No, just Google Naomi Pajon, Naomi Pajon, and then you could see under images. You'll see like our wedding photos and stuff.
So if she's so gorgeous, you had to flaunt the fact that you had money, right, to get her?
Absolutely not. I met her at a charity event that we did at Kiki Vandeweghe's house in Denver. We built 100 homes for Hurricane Katrina, and she was helping her client. She's a hairdresser and a stylist.
Oh, yeah. Let me look.
Holy shit, she's gorgeous.
Oh, come on.
She looks like the fucking Queen of England. No,
you had to bribe her.
I didn't. I really didn't.
You had to lie and say you were a multimillionaire. You're gonna fly her all over the world, and
I did fly.
Dude, like no offense or anything, dude, but like she's smoking.
She is gorgeous. Oh, come on, get out of here. That's not your wife. That's somebody else.
That is my wife.
Look,
congratulations.
Now, wait a minute. She looks like she's got Asian blood, is she?
No, she's Mexican.
Oh, because we have a very good friend whose name is Kayomi, and she's Japanese and English. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, you did a good job. So how many children do you have?
Many. I bet.
0. We're too busy having fun, man. We get to travel the world together, and I live in Vegas now. It's like we are at a casino all the time. There's no time for children.
She's really a beauty. Does she treat you nice?
She's amazing. She
likes you.
Oh, so here's Fergie. Here's a picture of Fergie and Josh.
Where's Fergie?
So first of all, remember when we were watching that movie the other night, Tad Hamilton, and you said, "Who is that guy? He's so cute." That's him. That's the guy who you were saying is so cute.
Oh, he's cute.
And and I don't know if they're still married.
No, they're not.
They're not married anymore. But that's Fergie, and she's one of my all-time favorite singers.
Yeah, she looks like
gorgeous.
She looks like Nancy Sinatra in that picture.
Gorgeous. How cool is that though to have them at your wedding? So
I got news for you.
Ron had never seen him before, and he was like, I watched this movie with this cute guy. He was so cute.
He's better looking than she is. Are you kidding?
You should see him now. He's aging well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Well,
looking.
Ron's 80. He aged well too.
Shut your fucking mouth. It made me curse.
He knows that
Made
already.
me curse. Now people are gonna
Look,
think I have a dirty mouth.
all those people that I, in the P's, including her, they're family. I mean, I've known them for over 20 years, and I went to Fergie's wedding. She came to my wedding. The P's were there. It's just a bunch of friends and family that we grew up doing music, and that's what
Yeah,
we did. Like,
we understand. We have so many
We have that too.
we have so
We
many
just don't have
celebrity
Fergie.
friends that we love. And when we're together, nobody's a celebrity. We're just people.
no, yeah,
And
exactly.
most of the fans don't understand that. They write in my page, "You're so lucky, Ron, to have been best friends with Jane Russell for all those years." And I said, "Not really, because she was not Jane Russell. She was Jane Russell, the person, not Jane Russell, the glamorous movie star." So
Yeah,
that's, you understand. The same thing with Fergie. She's not Fergie the singer. She's Fergie, your
no.
buddy, your friend.
When she joined the group in 2001, we weren't famous. We were literally critical success, the P's were, but they hadn't sold any records. And literally, the very first tour we did with her, we opened up for Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera, and the label had told Will, if we don't have a #1 song by the end of this tour, they're gonna drop the band. So
Wow.
there was no famous people in the band. We were all struggling. We were, yeah, of course, the people on the album covers were known more, but we were all in the same bus until probably, if I can remember correctly, probably about till 2002, 2003. It was like 14 of us on one bus. So you got to know each other very intimately.
I think it's
and now
fabulous.
you could sing, ha ha ha. Who's got the last laugh? Ha ha ha. Who's got the last laugh now? No,
So
but,
did you
no, but
always-
wait. When you see Fergie, you don't see the celebrity. You see the
No.
girl, the ordinary person, and that's
No.
a point I can't get out to people. That all the stars that we know, we don't. I mean, Sean Kanan comes to my house, cooks in the kitchen, makes a salad. His wife is helping me. I mean, we have got big name people that come here, and we're just people.
So wait, I want to go
Exactly.
back. So how long?
Barbara Streisand was out there with the lawnmower cutting my grass.
Oh yeah, right.
And she shimmied up the palm tree to cut the leaves on the top.
Yeah,
And
right.
and she got caught by her panties, and she was hanging there for 2 hours.
If Babs is really doing that at your house, I want to come see.
Yeah. The pictures are worth a fortune. So you've basically been doing music your whole life?
Yes, I started learning how to. I'm a late bloomer. I started learning how to play guitar at 13. And for people that I know, they got started way earlier. But yeah, I fell in love with the instrument at 13 and never looked back. And the rest, it's just this. I feel the same way about that instrument as I did back then. It still calls my name when I look at it. And
You still do a lot of because I mean, you've made a lot of your name has been made in writing all these hugely successful songs. Are you first of all, is that something you're still doing now? And who else have you written songs for?
The list is really. I've been very lucky. It's a very long list, but I'm concentrating on my stuff for many reasons. When the P's got really popular, they signed me. EMI signed me to a publishing deal, and so I ended up writing for a lot of people that they would hook me up with. One of those people was Ricky Martin. That was an EMI deal, and I spent so much time creating these songs for other people and making them rich and famous, and it got to a point where I have a voice as well, and I just wanted to do that. And when I met Nick, it was the perfect marriage. And I I'm known more for the stuff I did with the P's and the pop world, but I grew up a rock guy. I grew up I listened to all music. Like, of course I know who your first guest was, but I went through stages in my life, but I started out listening to really heavy rock. And so it got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm going back to my roots. And I met Nick, and that's what I'm doing. How we met is that show with Soho Johnny. Um, I did the very first version of that show that was in Barcelona in Spain with Andrew Cole a couple of years ago, and then they did the one that you guys saw. and he asked me to be a part of it again, and he asked if I would do some press for the show, and so I agreed because it was a great cause. But this is what I'm doing now. I still perform with the P's. I literally just got back from LA, and we did 4 live stream concerts for NRJ Awards, Univision, Coke, and because you can't tour right now,
Right.
everything's done in sound stages, and you just
I hate that,
basically.
but it'll get better. But I can't stand that.
But
Yes.
you know what? It's good training. In a way, you're in a new box, and we're trying to become performers in this little box we're in, and I like that because it makes us kind of really work harder because we don't have all this surrounding stuff that we normally have. I mean, when you do a concert, you've got the fire, the lights, the music, the explosions, and you're just little people on the stage performing most of the time to recorded music. So now it's real. This is it. You're in a box, a little box, and we get to know you better and hear you better. And as far as Ricky Martin goes, give him my phone number. Tell him I'll leave Jim. I'll leave Jimmy for him. I will divorce Jimmy for him in a minute. I think he is the sexiest, hottest guy in the world. That Ricky Martin is really quite a guy.
He's a wonderful human being too. He's actually a wonderful human being.
I would love to meet him and kiss him.
So with Cairo Knife Fight, then, like, do you guys have an album out or something we can tell people to, or where can people go to listen to the music?
www.caironightfight.com, and we are actually
go back. Do it slower. We have old people in here.
www.caironightfight.com. CAIROKNIFEFIGHT.com. Cairo like Egypt, knife like a knife, and fight like a fight. So
I love it.
What are you, Egyptian or something? No, what are you?
I'm Cuban, and Nick is a Kiwi from New Zealand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
he's Cuban, and the other guy in the band is from New Zealand.
Okay. Cubans have a wonderful sense of.
I was born in Miami.
Rhythm.
Yes.
No, Cubans have rhythm like nobody else. I remember
yes, we do.
When I lived in Florida, I used to go down to Miami a lot because I love the restaurants and the beautiful, look like Cuba. It was a gorgeous place. South Florida, by the way, folks. And
in the chat room, they're saying, old people listen. We're old people, my ass. You told them to respell it because we're old people.
I'm glad that you feel that way because there's no such thing as old. I don't believe in it. Anyway, going down to Miami was like little Cuba. I used to buy shoes down there on the main street, gorgeous shoes, cheap, and the department store was fabulous. But the thing I liked the most was there was a restaurant, I forgot where it was, sort of near the water, where they played the Cuban bongos. And
maybe it was Bongos. There's a place called Bongos.
Maybe it was. And anyway,
it's owned by Gloria Estefan.
I would go there just for the bongo. It was only bongos.
So hold on, go back because we only have like 2 minutes. So hang on. So who I want to know, because as a rocker, I see all the pop stuff. As a rocker, who were some of your influences growing up?
Black Sabbath, Maiden. It's funny. When I was a kid, I was listening to nothing but Van Halen, Black Sabbath, Maiden. Then my uncle one day came to my house, took all my records, and dropped off a stack of different records. In that stack was Hendrix, Santana, all of that stuff. And literally he would do that for me every couple months. And then he took that stack and brought the Beatles and all. It was
what a great way to learn. What a great way to learn about music.
A good uncle you had. Santana, when I was in my 30s when Santana came out, and nobody could believe his music. It was just rapid movement, and it was incredible. I love Santana.
Since we're running out of time, real quick, I just want to finish that. Where everyone can listen. They can listen on caironightfight.com, and you asked a question that I want to address. We're in the process of creating. All we did during the pandemic was write music, and so we just tracked 20 of those songs at Dave Grohl's studio 606, and it's being produced by John Lewstadt, who's Grohl's head engineer at the studio there, and my brother-in-law, Freddie Brown, who's the musical director for Bruno Mars. And so this is basically Nick and I have brought together a team of, family and friends to help us create 4 records of music that we're going to release in the next couple of years.
Awesome. I love it.
So you're a busy
By the
little
say
bee.
too, like you work with everybody who's like musical royalty. So congratulations on a fabulous
Thank you.
career and everything that you've done. You've really accomplished so much. We want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
When the album comes out, let us
on.
know. We'll have both you guys come on and we'll promote it.
Yeah. You're
Awesome. That mean the world to us.
You're a very nice
So
guy.
we got to go, everybody, because we're out of time. We want to thank our guests.
Yes, everybody.
And make sure you listen to George's music. And real quick, too, the guy from Bruce, the guy from Iron Maiden, I used to see him all the time. He golfs. He lived in Boca, and we lived in Boca before we
Bruce
moved here.
Dickinson.
Yeah. So we used to see him all the time.
He's awesome. I've met him. He's a wonderful man.
He's super cool. But anyway, everybody, this is George Pajon Jr. Thank you so much for coming on. We also want to thank Ken Knox and everybody. We had a great show. Chat room, thank you. And we'll see you guys soon. And have a very Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Have a
Same to you
wonderful
guys.
night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good seeing you. Thank you.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
It's like party rap.